the story of a little girl from England who transformed herself from this into this. Since she was a child, Joanna's dreamed of being the most muscular woman in the world. We're following her personal journey into extreme muscle, pain, and self-sacrifice as she tries to fulfill that dream and win the ultimate female bodybuilding prize, Miss Olympia, against the biggest and best in the world. There are only 70 professional female bodybuilders in the world, and Joanna is one of them.
It might not be for everybody. I mean, people probably think I look like a freak, but you know what? I'm just another thing. I'm just another different type of woman.
Joanna had a happy childhood, growing up in England where her parents Mary and Donovan still live.
Well, you know, it's like you're busy with your lives working, and children are growing up around you, and then one day they turn around and say, oh my God, she's going to be a female bodybuilder.
A chance glance at a bodybuilding magazine as a teen, and Joanna redefined her life and her body.
It was my first passion. I always wanted to be really good at something at school, and I didn't feel I was. So when I took up bodybuilding, I was so fastly responding. Everyone said, you've got such good genetics, you're going to do so well. And it pushed me to want to win that trophy.
Joanna started hardcore training at just 15. By 20, she'd broken all records to become the youngest woman in the world to turn pro.
To be the best in the world at this sport, it'd be absolutely amazing. Just to say I did it. I was Miss Olympia.
Now at 27, after 12 years of competing, Joanna's moved to Los Angeles. She hopes to be crowned Miss Olympia and retire at the top. To make it to the Olympia stage, Joanna has to win a qualifier called the GNC.
You got three more, come on.
Over the next 4 months, she's got to lose 30 pounds and build her muscles until they are bursting out of her skin. She endures regular massage sessions to tear her muscles. It's painful, but it makes her muscles grow larger.
My mom and dad don't want to come to the GNC. They have faith I'll get in the Olympia. They want to come to Olympia.
Breathe, relax.
And I always said that when I retired, that I would retire a good night with my family there and people that love me.
Instead of sending that their good luck card, I've seen this postcard, you see, with Mr. Cornwall pumping pasties. So I thought it'd be good to send this instead. I think that'll be quite funny. I think she'll find a bit of fun in that. I put down, good luck, Joe, for the show. I think you need more pasties for your weight training.
Good luck at the GNC show, Joe. Hope you go all the way to the Olympia. Love, Dad.
Oh, right.
So, I'm hoping she'll get to the show. I'm hoping she'll win the show. And then I want to see what she's going to do the rest of her life.
I think...
Because as a parent, I want to see her eventually in a relationship and eventually have children and settle down and get on with her life.
But for now, all of Joanna's time is devoted to bodybuilding. The industry is poorly funded, so she's had to seek out alternative sources of income. She runs a members-only website where 400 members pay $25 a month to enter.
This is my webcam. People that are members of my site get to see me and talk to me and pose for them. I'm 10 weeks out from my show now, so I've got a little bit more to go yet. Thank you very much.
But I'd rather she didn't, you know, if you want to be honest about it, I'd rather she didn't have a website that covered such a broad spectrum as she has got. But she got to make money.
No, but in the real world, no, you've got to make money, and unfortunately sex sells, isn't it?
There you go. Come on. There you go. Come on, finish it off for me.
With only 6 weeks to go before the GNC qualifier, Joanna's got a lot of work to do.
Come on. Somebody's in it to win it, baby. Stop. We're freaks in here.
Joanna's friend Debbie is helping her train and keeping her motivated.
I think I'm a cute little thing.
I met her through bodybuilding. She'll do anything for me. She will bend over backwards. I love her, and I trust her to death.
Come on. Who's going to have the best back on stage? Come on, baby. That's like...
When I see myself improving, it makes it more exciting for me.
See how much bigger? You go, girl. Woo!
Joanna is going to have to build even larger and more defined muscles than Debbie to have any chance of beating the biggest women in the world.
Competing for me is not about competing against other people. It's about being at war with me. It's like, can I do this? Can I do that rep in the gym? It's all like you get a twisted sort of kick out of it, actually.
Nice. Come on, baby. Dicky. Yeah. Come on. One more.
Joanna's had a lifelong dream to win the Miss Olympia title, the most prestigious bodybuilding contest in the world. For the last 4 months, she's put her body through an intense regime of crash dieting and hardcore training.
I see my body as a lot of things. I see it like a work of art, actually. I really feel like I've sculpted it.
Come on, Joe. All the way up, all the way up.
Joanna's just 1 week away from the qualifier contest, which could take her to the Olympia stage.
People at home might watch me here and think, God, she's weird. Why is she doing that? She's obsessed with it. Oh, is that all her life is? Yeah, you're right. Looking at me does look weird, but I could question when I see people working 9 to 5 Monday to Friday with 4 screaming kids around them, going down the pub every Friday night. That's what they do. To me, that's weird.
Squeeze it out. Squeeze it out. Fight it, Joe.
But many people question whether training alone is behind these pumped-up bodybuilder physiques. Performance enhancement drug use is a question that Joanna constantly has to deal with.
It's all about the steroids, you know. We just take steroids and we just look like this. Try this at home, everybody, for a few weeks and see how you look. That's all I can say. That's why I get very defensive about my sport, because it's a lot of hard work. People don't realize that. They just presume, and take what you like. A lot of people would not look like me. It's all my life since I was 15 years old, dedication to this sport. So it's not just about what people take.
Joanna's parents have equally strong views on the subject.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not agreeing with it all. I wouldn't take an aspirin unless I had to. If any sport was a definite no-no on drugs, everybody would be equal.
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, but it's up to the individual to take. It's up to the individual to take that on, and they face the consequences.
This is the standard that the judges want. If the winners are going to be that shape, that size, that bulk, then they're going to do what they can to get to that condition.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you should get involved with that.
Yes, but then they're not going to get anywhere if they don't. You know, deep down nobody wants to do it. Yeah.
Hey, Peter. How you doing? Tired, alright.
You look fantastic.
Thanks, hey. Very, very lean. 1 week out, it's 135.
To be at her best contest shape, Joanna must not have any fat between her skin and muscles. She visits her nutritionist for a measurement.
The only place you seem to be holding still is in your back.
Yeah, it's always the same way.
Yeah.
If I get in Miss Olympia, I have 3 more weeks after this, so I was going to try and just get that little bit off.
Yeah.
Joanna's aiming for 3% body fat, an incredibly low level compared to the recommended 18% minimum for women. It could also be dangerous for her health.
3% probably for a female isn't extremely healthy. When you go below 10.9, you start losing your menstrual cycle, and that's a sign that the hormones are off a bit. So they're pushing the envelope.
2.6.
She looks fantastic, and if she does it for a short period of time, she's good. If she does it for too long, she'll pay the price for it.
You don't feel fantastic.
Joanna's current regime runs the risk of damaging her vital organs.
I've lost a total of 30 pounds in 16 weeks. Because I want to be the best in the world. I'm an athlete. I want to win. And I will push and push and push and push myself until I have to. And if it means that I get sick at the end, I do. And I know that I can win that show. I know I can win that GNC. I know it. Because I have to think that way to go through what I'm doing.
Tonight, Joanna's flying to Atlanta for the Miss Olympia qualifier. But first, she has to do a photo shoot for her website. The members-only site needs to be constantly updated to keep people coming back.
I'm embarrassed as hell right now.
Why?
Because I'm in a really small bikini that I would never normally wear.
When I got into bodybuilding, it wasn't quite the sport it is today.
From here, drop down on your knees into the sand. And just think warm. And you know what? Turn around and look that way.
I thought it was a superstar lifestyle and it was a fit and healthy thing to do. The dream was not the reality of it.
The reality of pursuing professional bodybuilding has meant many sacrifices for Joanna. As breast tissue is primarily made of fat, hers are implants.
You know what? Recently, like, I've had the last couple of days, I've been so tired of my show, and it's all about balance, because sometimes I get really sick of just being seen as a sex thing, and sometimes just never the athlete, you know? I've got no sponsorship right now. All I'm relying on is money from my website, and, you know, if I had a bit of both, I'd be cool with it, but when I'm really struggling right now, you know, energy, it sort of pisses me off that, you know, it's just that's all it's about sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
It's not balanced, you know? And I get stupid people emailing me. I can't even look at my emails sometimes.
You don't need that getting ready for your show, because that's just
No,
like
I just want to be
added stress.
appreciated, you know, sometimes a little differently, you know.
Hello?
Mum, it's Joe. How you doing? You okay?
Right, yeah, just got in from work and had a cup of cocoa.
What condition do you think you're in then for the show?
Very nervous actually. I just want to get it done. I just, you know, I don't know. Just want to get my, just want to win and get through the Olympia basically.
Yeah.
I've got really bad injuries. I'll show you my wrist. When you see it, you'll be shocked. I have a lump, I have a huge lump in my wrist, and it's scar tissue. The other one's starting to tear as well, and it's tearing in my tendons, I think, from all the heavy weights I've been doing. I can't keep on, I don't know how many years I can keep doing this for anyway, actually.
It's almost stressful for you.
You've done so much hard work now towards the show, so you just got to keep going now, haven't you?
I set myself up for it's like a life or death situation almost. I get so wound up about it, it doesn't become a very pleasing experience. It becomes a problem.
But look, at the end of the day, all you can do is your best, darling. You can't do no more.
Yeah, but it's not good enough. Yeah, it's not good enough though, you know. It's like it's not good enough till I win it. It's like it's never enough, you know. It's always been like this. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, just say you look forward now.
Things will get better, don't you worry.
All right, darling.
Okay, I love you, and I'm going to try and do you proud, okay?
And you take care of yourself.
All right. Bye-bye, darling.
Bye.
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 Oh, she's real on a downer, isn't she, again?
Yeah, it really is.
As the time gets closer and closer, she will get a lot more, what's the word for it? Anxious. That's the word for it. And her patience wears very thin.
And she'll probably pick faults for herself, before anyone else does.
I'll never be right. There's no such thing as perfection.
I always aimed very highly from the beginning, and I want to be the best in the world, but to show people like my family and other people that I did achieve what I said I was going to do. I'm trying to find my happiness. I love my bodybuilding, but as I'm getting older, it's not enough anymore. I'm at that funny phase now of what is it I want. I don't have a clue right now.
It's the morning of the Olympia qualifier. Joanna's finally got the chance to show off every muscle she's sculpted and suffered for over the last 4 months.
I'm kind of sleepy, I'm excited, and I'm fine. I just want to make sure I get on with my stuff the next couple of hours and get to the single time and look pretty. I have the A team here. Because we're very muscular, women exaggerate the rest of their femininity to compensate for what society states as being masculine. Eye makeup, what color is amazing? Browns or pink?
Blue and pink blue. You need blue.
Yeah, I was told browns.
Brown?
Oh, for Christ's sake. Stay there. Once you get to a certain point in your prep, you can't see what you're looking at in the mirror. You can't quite see what the hell you're looking at in the end, so you need another pair of eyes. Best as I can do it. Gorgeous. Are you kidding? She's gonna be the hottest mommy up there. Try.
The GNC Show of Strength is the last chance this year for female bodybuilders to qualify for the biggest competition in the world, Miss Olympia. Every level of muscularity is on display. Joanna must place first or second to get through to the Olympia. Backstage, she sees her competition for the first time.
Debbie Jambinski.
She has me like a couple of things, you know. She could be hard to beat, that girl.
I've been training for this about 8 months, hopefully to make the Olympia stage this year.
With over 70 professional female bodybuilders in the world, the women who take part in this sport are hardcore and hungry for recognition.
The problem is, when you see these people win, you always think that they're bigger and better than you. I don't know what it is, you just don't see yourself. Some of these girls are training hard all year round. I just started training in May. She's feeling a little negative. I mean, kind of comparing herself to how other people look, but you can't really tell how you look. She was saying that she didn't feel like she was big enough. She wanted to make sure she was, you know, all her separation was coming out and her veins were coming out.
Just before taking the stage, the women make a last attempt to make sure that their veins bulge out of their skin by stuffing themselves with sugary food.
I'm nervous as hell. Angela.
Yeah, I'm here.
Joanna. No earrings. Ladies, no earrings. Wedding bands only. And anything that involves...
Joanna has to beat 11 competitors and place first or second to qualify for Miss Olympia.
Good luck, ladies. I know you waited a long time, but it's here.
For some reason, this drive in me for bodybuilding has been there a long, long time. I have this thing in me to win this show, so I have to do it. I know if I put enough into this, I can win it.
Joanna has always dreamed of winning Miss Olympia, the biggest bodybuilding contest in the world. She's about to be called on stage at the final qualifying event.
Please welcome number 7, Joanna Thomas. Thank you, Joanna. Number 8, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Jeannie Baron. Thank you, Jeannie. Number 9.
Joanna has to beat 11 competitors and place first or second to qualify for the Olympia. This is the first of 2 rounds.
These are your competitors. Now take a look at them side by side and look at the subtle differences in the physiques.
Joanna's being judged on her muscularity and symmetry.
Okay, this group, please, front double bicep.
Bodybuilding's the only sport where the athletes look strong, but are actually at their weakest due to months of crash dieting. So tensing and holding poses is exhausting.
Side tricep. Abdominal thigh.
These are your competitors. Have a big round of applause for all of them.
At the end of the first round, the judges pick out their 3 favorites. The order is a strong indicator of the final placing.
If I don't get called out for first or second choice, there's a problem.
Here, your name and number for number 15, Nancy Lewis. Number 2, please, Rosemary Jones. Number 7, please, Joanna Thomas.
As you saw, they called that Nancy Lewis first, the black girl first, then Rosemary second, Joanna third. So she could be second or third. I'm hoping for second because there's another round coming up. So a lot can happen with another round.
Joanna won't find out where she's placed until after the final round of the evening event.
Good news, don't worry, I think I'm third right now. Yeah, awesome. The only thing you need to do is
stretch your legs more because you have it. Your legs, you're not sitting out on much something. You are, but you're not. You know what I mean? Right now. Right in another round. Yeah, but you still have to do your 134, 35.4. You know what? And ask her to come back. That's Joanna. Joanna, your focus is in the wrong place. Worry about you. You got another round to go. Focus on that. Focus on that. Think of hot. High five.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, and the 2004 GNC Show of Strength. Here tonight are the top-ranked athletes in the world.
It's time for the final round, and for Joanna, everything is riding on this performance.
One side pull, let's go.
As she prepares backstage, a last-minute decision means Joanna's moved up in the schedule.
11 minutes? What? I really hate this, Debbie. 1 minute we got an hour and a half, next minute we got 10 minutes. Yeah, what the f*** is wrong with Debbie? I need my badge, I'm like... Not pumped up at all. Not pumped up at all.
I'm just a very driven person. I've always been a fighter, stubborn, big-mouthed, and just always not quite happy about something. Always push.
There are only 2 competitors left before Joanna takes the stage.
I'm gonna go out there, okay? Thank you. You're welcome. Go kick the ass, girl.
One ahead of you.
I'm just feeling very unorganized right now, actually. The whole thing, the way it's been doing, it's all wrong, how it's done things. It's been a bad mood.
Our next competitor, number 7, is Joanna.
What I know is when you win a bodybuilding show, it's a very personal thing, because it's sort of all I have right now. It's designed to make people laugh. Bodybuilding's too serious. I wanted something funny. I'm like, well, I just take the piss out of myself and have a good time with it.
I was just nervous. Felt like I was like this on stage. I thought it looked okay, but I felt very like it didn't. I remember what I was supposed to be doing, but I was like, you know, I was like very nervous.
This is it. Joanna's got to place first or second to make it through to the Olympiad.
Coming in 4th place tonight, Gail Mower, 4th place. Coming in 3rd place tonight, Rosemary Cheeseman Jennings, 3rd place. It's exciting now. Presenting the award for 2nd place, Gerard Dente. Coming in second place tonight, Joanna Thomas, second place.
I would like to have won, but you know, it gives me a chance to get in the Olympics, so I'm just happy about that. Some people thought I should have got it, but you know, I'm going to see the score sheets and bet it was close.
Well, get you in to see the preliminary round.
Olympic girl. Yes, we're looking to be out. I knew it. I knew it. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I know. That's all I wanted. I knew it. I wanted to see the score sheets. You look awesome tonight, too. I want to see the score sheets. I want to see how close it's been now. As far as like the bitch. Yeah, you look awesome.
Although Joanna came in second, she won just $2,000. Even if she succeeds at the Olympia, she'll only win $10,000, a mere fraction of the $120,000 her male counterpart will earn. So Joanna's got to get back to the work that really makes her money.
All right, let's get double bicep. Hold it there.
It's a little bit of a catch-22, you see, because you could argue, okay, get yourself a job, but I can't be a top professional athlete and work 60 hours a week at doing something. You just can't.
And pump it this way, like that. Keep it going. Again. The people who are online here are more attracted to large biceps and vascularity, the veins. And it's all about the movement, and it's all about the muscles swelling and the blood flowing through the muscles. Hold it there. Okay, good, good, good.
The other thing that's going to go...
like that? You never dreamed she'd do things like that?
She's quite creative, artistic type of child. You know, she got involved in school with the plays and that sort of stuff, dancing at school. If I had my time over again, I think I would have put her into dancing.
Joanna's back in LA after qualifying for the Olympia. Her parents have sent her a DVD of family videos.
I've seen these for a while. That's my first show. I wish I had the passion I had back then though, man. I was so determined then. I was absolutely obsessed at that age with it. A lot more than now. I got such a cute little face there.
And your 57-kilo East Midlands champion for 1997 is Joanna Thomas.
There won my first show. I think I was supposed to do this. Yeah, I remember being able to do my first press-ups at school and all this stuff that no one else could do, and it was like amazing, you know? And I started so young. Bodybuilding isn't a sport or a hobby, it's who I am.
With the Olympia only a day away, Joanna's back in the gym to do her last training session. Although she looks powerful, a diet of protein powder and dried meat means she's at her weakest.
If everything was easy to do, it wouldn't be such an achievement, would it? Why do you think I've sacrificed so much? Why do you think I've made my life disposable? Because when you want something, there's no excuses. If you really want something bad enough, you'll do it. I'm a little anxious right now, and I don't want to fail, but, you know, I can't do a lot more right now.
5 months of training and a lifetime of preparation, Joanna's made it to the Olympia in Las Vegas. On the night before the contest, bodybuilding fans get a chance to meet their heroes. And Joanna gets her first look at exactly what she's up against.
Oh yeah, I feel good. I'm ready. There's nobody in my class who can beat me. No way.
Joanna not only has to contend with fierce competition, but a further 12 hours of fasting and dehydrating before the contest begins.
Well, it's 4:30 in the morning. I haven't slept a wink since I went to bed. I can't drink, so I won't drink. I can't eat till 6, so I can't eat till 6. So all I'm doing is lying here, hoping I don't cramp up.
Joanna's flown her mom and dad from England to Vegas to watch her compete. It's the first time they've seen her since she started training 5 months ago.
Her face is so thin, and you know, she looks different.
Well, the body
doesn't sometimes look like our Joe, does she?
No, well, it's the same for all of them. They can make themselves quite ill, really.
No, it's not a natural way for your body to be, is it?
I feel anxious, so my chest is tight up.
And we had to come. You couldn't stay home.
Oh,
we had to. So.
Definitely.
I was a bit nervous about coming out here, really.
There's only one Joanna Thomas, don't you forget. My body's very tired right now, and I've put a lot into this show because it's been my life. I just want to get it done and win. By the way, how it works is if you don't see me get called the first 2 times of each round, then I'm nowhere in it. Right. So if you see me not getting called out after a while, you'll see my face going, basically. But no one else can get in this elevator, right? I just want to get upstairs.
Joanna's just minutes away from fulfilling a dream she spent her life trying to achieve. Since she started lifting weights when she was just 15, she's wanted to win the biggest bodybuilding contest in the world, the Olympia, and retire at the top of her sport.
Muscle Tech presents the 2004 Joe Reader Olympia Weekend.
She's flown her mom and dad from England to Las Vegas to support her.
When we get in the show, we're right behind her, 110%. I told her last night, you've got to come here thinking you're going to win it. And if you don't, the judges just got it wrong.
From Finland, Maria Leitonen. Editor number 4 from the USA, Denise Massino.
I'm petrified, to be honest. I mean, these girls are the best in the world. A lot of them have done several of these shows before. So it's going to be hard going, basically.
Diana Cadeau. And our final competitor, number 9, is from England, and her name, Joanna Thomas.
Joanna's up against 9 other competitors. During this first round, several women will be called forward by the judges.
Thank you, Joanna.
If she's going to be crowned Miss Olympia, her name has to be called out.
Denise Massino, please. Diana Cadeau, please. Desiree Ellis. And Mendoza.
All the years of hard work, all the years of doing without, if she makes it, she does well, it'll be like a dream come true for her.
And Mendoza, step back, please. Diana Cadeau, step forward.
She suffered to get there on that stage, and I wanted her to do well, so I was anxious, you know.
Okay, ladies, thank you very much. File up.
Joanna's not been called out in the first round.
A big round of applause as they exit the stage.
She only has the evening show left to improve her chances.
Now it's time for the Miss Olympia 2004.
win the Miss Olympia is such an unusual achievement, like winning the 100 meters sprinting in the Olympic Games for England.
Please put your hands together for England's Joanna Thomas.
But I will be damn annoyed at myself if I don't give this a good shot, because I've spent so long doing it.
Joanna Thomas, your final lightweight competitor. Could we have the final three competitors for the Ms. Olympia contest on stage? They are Marcia Laytonen, Denise Messino, and Diana Caddo. First place with a check for $10,000, Diana Caddo.
I didn't make the top 3, so I didn't actually see what happened, so...
The next morning, Joanna calls one of the judges.
I was wondering if you had a quick answer for me on one very important thing. Do you have any idea where I actually came in at in the end? 7th? My lower body does not match my upper body, so therefore I'm not symmetrical, and that's why I'm placing lower. That's what they said. Okay, thank you, Steve.
You're going to try to do the Olympia next year then?
You know.
I will not finish my career with Steen Weiberger saying from New York that I don't have legs, or anyone.
You were saying last night with a look that won. You know, do you want to look like that either?
If I take my time in the gym, I'm just wanting to put a bit on my legs, that's all. You know, with the way I look, I can make money where I live in LA. That I'd make more money doing that than I ever would in England being a staff nurse, you know? It's not an all a negative thing.
Right, Flower?
Come on then.
I got shoots after this, plus then I got to do
Love you lots.
Yeah, love you, dear. Take care,
See you
alright?
later.
See ya.
Once you leave it, I shall say, fine, that's that out of the way.
One stage of life over, really.
And get into a relationship and have children, and we end up as grandparents. That's a normal sort of way things go. I'll be happy.
But for now, Joanna's parents will have to wait. Although this particular journey is over, retirement is not an option.
I still want to finish what I started, to justify the sacrifices I've made, including leaving my family behind, going around the world, sometimes doing things I particularly haven't wanted to do. To a point I'm realizing now, you do want more securities in your life than competing, but I'm just so close now.